In this video, I'd like to talk about the math question of the day for Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. And with this problem, we need to calculate the volume of this sphere here, where the radius r of the sphere is 6 inches. And typically, problems like these are seen maybe in late grade school or in a geometry class. So at this point, go ahead and pause the video, see if you can work through this on your own. And when you're ready, unpause the video and we can go through this together. Now, assuming that you have attempted the problem, let's start working through it. And when finding the volume of a sphere, we need to know its formula. And in general, the volume of a sphere is equal to 4/3 multiplied by pi multiplied by the radius r of the sphere raised to the third power. And this formula does not have a simple derivation. It's a little bit complicated to understand where it comes from because we are talking about the volume, the amount of space that this curvy figure actually takes up. If it was a simpler figure made with just, let's say, rectangles or more precisely rectangular prisms or something like that, then it would have a more intuitive approach to understanding its formula. But the formula for the volume of a sphere comes from calculus. So I won't go through how this formula is derived, but I will show how to use it. We are told that the radius r is equal to, 6 inches. And we just need to plug this in anywhere we see an r. So we have that the volume is 4/3 multiplied by pi. And by the way, pi is the circle constant, 3.14159, and so on. It is an irrational number. It has an infinitely long decimal expansion without a pattern. Though, if we want, we can approximate pi as just 3.14. And we'll multiply all this by the radius cubed, but we have 6 for the radius, or 6 inches, and we will cube that. So let's start simplifying everything. The volume would be 4 pi over 3, and 6 to the third power is 216, and inches multiplied by itself 3 times, we could write that as inches cubed, or cubic inches. And that should make sense for our units because we're dealing with volume, we're dealing with how much three-dimensional space something takes up, and that will be in cubic units. So we can further simplify this. If we divide 216 by 3, that's just 72. We have 4 pi multiplied by 72, and again we have these cubic inches here. And if we multiply 4 by 72, that would be 4 times 70, which is 280, 4 times 2, which is 8. So we have 288 times pi cubic inches. And if we want to leave this as an exact answer, this would be it. We leave pi as a symbol rather than as a decimal approximation. Since if we use this 3.14, we are then approximating pi, and therefore we are approximating the volume. But if we do want to get a decimal answer, we can do that as well. We'll just have to say that our volume V of this sphere is then approximately this 288 multiplied by 3.14. And when we plug this into our calculator, we get 904.7786. So we can just say this is 904.78 or so. And again, we have cubic inches. So this right here will be our approximate answer, but like I said, if we want our exact answer, that would be this boxed in expression here.